Hi everyone, welcome back to the Nico the Vet channel on YouTube. For today's talk, I thought I would go slightly off-piste and dip my toe into the world of pet products, and today I thought specifically dog products. So I looked around and just contacted a local dog product manufacturer called Aussie Dog, based in Melbourne, Victoria in Australia, and asked them if they'd be interested to send me some products. So I'm not being paid by them. They literally just provide me some products for me to have a look at. So you get an unbiased opinion just of what I think, and perhaps maybe a veterinary slant on it. So first product they've sent me is called the Buddy Ball, which is a take on the traditional treat ball, in the sense that if you have a look at it, I'll just get out of the packaging. It's about sort of yay big. I haven't got the biggest hands in the world, but average sort of size hands. So treat balls traditionally are the balls that we would sort of push treats into. You can either put the dog's food in there, or you can put something more exciting like beef jerky or some sort of jerky in there, or even a favorite toy of theirs that would fit in there. You can put it in there, and the challenge then obviously for the dog is to try to get the treat or the toy out of this. So multi-purpose. The first thing is you can use it as just an ordinary retrieving toy, so you're not obligated in any way to put anything in it. So you can just chuck it, the dog will fetch it. Almost every dog enjoys that, except my Irish Wolfhound, which she just doesn't seem to get the concept at all when I throw something like this for her. But 99% of dogs really like retrieving toys, and this doubles up as a treat toy. A few differences that they've sort of mentioned here is that interestingly, they've built in a chicken flavor to this. So that is, I think that's a very, very good idea, because that's even more enticing for the dog to play with it. They do make the point that this is not intended to be an alone play toy. It's an interactive toy. So again, for you to throw it, or for you to be around while the dog tries to get whatever out of it, and you can even sort of play with them and compete to get the treats out of there. The rest of the marketing explanation describes on here that it's a durable toy, which certainly it is. It's got quite a tough texture. It's quite a satisfying spring back too. Probably a pit bull or a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, given enough time, will destroy this. So definitely supervision is appropriate. It also stimulates chewing to help healthy gums, and it's a challenging, enriching toy for their environment, and it's made from food grade material. So I like it in principle. It all makes sense. It ticks the boxes, and it takes the traditional treat ball just that one step further in having a slightly different design to get different shape, perhaps bigger things in here, as well as having the built-in taste. So I haven't tasted it myself, but I'll take the word for it. I like it. I think that's definitely an appropriate toy. So going on to the Staffordshire Bull Terriers, who destroy every toy ultimately, they have another offering called the Durable, which, as the name suggests, is entirely altogether a more durable product. You saw how easily I squished the Buddy Ball. Well, the Durable is much harder to compress. And to state the obvious, there's a squeaker inside of it. So squeaking toys always gross me out a little bit, because I think they mimic the screams of a prey animal as the dog sort of bites into them. Although the concept grosses me out, it absolutely services the responses of apex predators like dogs, and it gives them that experience, if you like, and it ticks the primal box of them of chewing and biting down on something and getting the squeak sound out of it. So yeah, well thought out, well constructed. An important point regarding this one is it bounces, so that makes for another dimension of games. It's not just a matter of throwing it and playing with it. So throw it up against the walls, compete with the dog to get it yourself, and it floats. So if it happens to land in your pool or the river or a lake or a pond or whichever, it's not gone forever. So great, I think good product and very appropriate. Now with both of these products, you do have to scale the product to your dog. So what you don't want the dog to be able to do is get their mouth around it entirely, so it gets all the way into the back of the throat, because it could get stuck in the throat. So it's meant to sort of fit the mouth like that, so the dogs can chew on it and not get it stuck in the back of their throat. So that's your a new take on the treat ball, and a new take on the sort of bouncing play ball. Their tug of war and fetch, another fetch option is the Get It that they produce. And what I particularly like about this, it's made from like a fire hose material, so it's sort of a thick sort of cloth material, if you like, there, and it feels like it's got some sort of thick rope in there, and that gives it some rigidity of its own, so it literally can double up as a stick, but also it's got some flex in it, so when you get into it. And on the subject of playing sticks, I mean, dogs, we all do it, me too, but you really shouldn't. The risk of throwing sticks for your dogs to chase after and fetch is that as the stick tumbles through the air, it could peg into the ground, and as the dog runs onto it with their mouth open, it pegs and they misjudge it, and this skewers right into the back of the throat, and I've literally seen dogs killed by that sort of injury. So please, 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 please don't throw sticks for your dog to play with. If you feel compelled to do so, throw blooming great big logs, not something that can peg in the ground. So applications of this kind of thing, as you would imagine, you can throw it and they can retrieve it, and as well as tug of war games, either between you and the dog, or between your dogs, between themselves. Another nice feature of it is it's machine washable, so obviously this sort of thing gets pretty gungy pretty quickly, and nobody wants to spend hours scouring it, so it's a nice idea to just chuck it in the washing machine and off you go again. So another I think well thought through thing. They've considered all very, very heavy stitching here. I think even your lunatic staffies are going to have a time destroying this, particularly if it's a sort of a supervised toy. And again, insightful. They've thought through all the options and they've made it appropriate. So just literally dipping again into the world of the Aussie Dog products. I'm not being cajoled or paid to do this. I just thought I'd give an opinion. My dogs are very, very happy with them. So it caters to various needs, like I say, the fetch and retrieve need, the chew need, the stimulation of trying to get something out of there, as well as the retrieving. So a good selection of toys, and I think very sensibly priced. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.